Anouest. Pearson. Yeah. Pearson. Well, this one's just not gonna happen. Little crab disappeared for you. I need to fix that. I need to fix that soon. The crab should not be able to disappear under the ground and then never come back. There's no way to track them. What are you gonna do? Five, 14, 39, 399, 399. Didn't go by much, but went up. 7 points for spirit. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get my pairing window up. I still don't know when the health recovery kicks in. I'm gonna have to get that up because that looks cool. Well, it sucks, but I guess we're not gonna get this one because it seems to be very broken. So we'll just complete the mission. What are you gonna do? I guess you can upgrade them. Only got 2 points though. Unlocks level 15. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Only one more level away from another node. Yeah, doing pretty good. Oh, we had an orange room. Macros was so certain of victory, he always spoke as if he had won already. His confidence bolstered morale. I was less sure. One day I asked what we would do after we won. Valorians have only known war and never peace. Armies would turn on each other as soon as we won. But he had no intention of allowing that. He knew that the Letterborn would be an easy target on the Valorians' pent-up rage. In my memories, he sounded sad, but if I have learned anything from Macros, it is that memories are easily recruited to serve our needs. Let's get through some of these. I'm curious about this world a little bit. Ethereum, believed to be the crystallized blood of Cosmera, every facet of life on Hyperion, from the glimmering Valorian cities to the grotesque architectures of the Tractory. I don't know. Relies on this miraculous substance known as Ethereum. Ethereum is coveted by all groups as a power source, crafting material, and even sustenance. Valorian godsmiths forge weapons and armors used by their knights with Ethereum. The savage craven are drawn to consume it. Every facet of life is affected, bolstered and powered by this magic material. That was weird. There we go. Anyway, let's see how. Hyperion. Seeing the unlimited potential of the world, the early Valorians named it Hyperion. Since then, Hyperion would come to mean both the planet and the idea that something was worth preserving. The Skybreaker monolith. Skybreaker monolith is a device of such power that its scope is difficult to understand. Originally devised as a way to affect and control Hyperion itself, non-mission language for centuries as a mere Ethereum drill. However, in order to grant it these capabilities, the ancient godsmith needed to understand all aspects of Hyperion. In doing so, they created something that can shape the very nature of reality. The Sanctums. Created in a bygone age by the ancient godsmiths, the Sanctums were built to act as eternal repositories of Valerian knowledge. The ancients feared that all the stories and discoveries of Valerian people would be lost and continued to war as they have, and so they built these thinking constructs to preserve the Valerian memories. The Sanctums would be librarians and historians who would remind the Valerian people of their past and guide them forward into the future. Of the 7 known Sanctums, 6 were lost in the Valerian Civil War. Only the 7th, the one who was sealed away, remained. Valerians. The Valerians were creations of the Archons, made in the likeness that the Archons would seek for themselves. The semi-divine warriors initially acted as extensions of the Archons' collective wills. The greatest of Valerians were given Valor Plate, legendary armor made in the image of the Archons, and asked to champion their gods on Hyperion. In the beginning, Cosmera made the world when she devoured herself. The Archons were her dreams, and they dreamt hungrily of existence. There is nothing to satisfy the hunger but her own flesh. Cosmera ate of Cosmera. She shed blood of the serpent, crystalline power void, which we call Ethereum. The world clotted around it existence coalesced like frost on glass. From the ruins of Cosmera's body, the Archons stepped forth in existence. Firstborn of the Archons. We Valerians were their first design. All 12 Archons collaborated to craft us from what they would also eventually use. They gifted us the first suits of Valor Plate, holy armor of the champions of the gods. Each is precious as it is powerful. We were the first to know death and the first to show courage in its face. Thus we were named Valerians. We had always believed they made us in their image, but they had instead made themselves too well in ours. Imperfect gods. People of Hyperion had misunderstood the Archon's nature. They should have stayed as gods of ideal. When they spun themselves physical shapes, incarnated themselves into the physical realm, they became trapped by the sins of mortality. Overcome by mortal anger, jealousy, and ambition, the Archons quarreled among themselves. It is said that when kings quarrel, they argue using armies. We Valerians were made by the Archons to be their armies, and so, with little choice, we argued. With Valerians as their great armies, each Archon, according to their nature and their hunger, be it conquest, be it mercy for the conquered, made war. We did not know how deeply Cosmera's hunger had chewed into our souls. Then we would learn. First recollection of the Seventh Sanctum. The first time I observed the Archon Hinterclaw, they were standing over a war map with models and pieces forged from raw Ethereum. Like a game board, Hinterclaw moved pieces from one place to place, stronghold to stronghold. Sometimes they closed a gauntleted fist and a piece imploded, signifying the outcome of some future battle. In this fashion, Silvermane predicted the movements of the Archon's armies and the flow of war. Hinterclaw cared only for victory, not that the battles cindered our cities and affected our writings. How could I preserve a world that only cared for battle and power? Marcus was there, even then, Hinterclaw's fiercest champion, ever hungry for power. He wanted to steal the Ethereum pieces. I, on the other hand, ignored those Ethereum models and instead stole Hinterclaw's stratagems. Necessity of betrayal. Arcanon's unwavering belief in their own perfection would doom us if we continued to follow them. Physical form came with corruption, jealousy, anger, and grief. We could not allow the Archons to remain incarnated. If we didn't exile them back to the realm of pure ideal, or turn them into formlessness, they would destroy us. They had to be stopped. We could not allow them to corrode our attempts to build a true civilization. It did not escape us that the Archons never worked together. It would be difficult for one of us to take on an Archon and win. But unlike them, we were not alone. When they would not work together, we Valerians could. Day's recollection. Balrog was the last Archon to fall. After Mobius was consumed in the Battle of Unhinged Summer, after Aegishorn made a final stand At Battle Rain, we came to the Battle of Half Skulls. Bulwark brought in swarms of Vargol and Abyssian mercenaries to augment his loyal Valyrians. He used his divine power to bolster his troops with incredible durability. We had to strike Bulwark's faithful down over and over. In the end, we took to splitting their helms. The price in blood was high, but we had done it. All 12 of the Archons were finally sent screaming back to the realm of dreams and spirit. Now the real work could be done. We could build true society. Okay. So at least we understand what the heck's going on. Sounds like the world was created by one person. The 12 Archons were in her head, basically as dreams. They came to fruition. They built the Valyrians and then decided to bring themselves into the world to live with the Valyrians. And then became jealous and crazy and wanted to attack and kill each other. And they used the Valyrians to do that. So all the Valyrians picked basically the gods that they liked and favored and then fought for them. And then the Valyrians got tired of fighting. And since the Valyrians got tired of fighting, they decided that the only way to end fighting was to end the Archons, and they killed all 12 Archons. Then it seems like Macros decided that the world still needed gods and he needs to be the new one. At least that's the way it sounds so far. See how it unfolds. Either way, good times. Good times, but I think that's a good spot to end for the night. We got a lot done today. Huge level increases. Got some cool equipment, got some new stuff, and found some new areas and kind of kicked the story forward. So, the story's intriguing so far. So we will definitely have to see how that all kind of plays out in the end. So I'll be interested. I'm liking it. There's still some mechanics I'm not the biggest fan of. There's definitely some controller layout things that I'm not a big fan of. But it doesn't look like you can switch around the layout at all. Like, it'll show you the controller layout, but it doesn't give you the option to, like, just touching any button in the controller layout kicks you right back out of it. So I don't think you can switch the controller layout around. Like, the right button doesn't even do anything. But anyway. Yeah, there's some controller mechanics. I'm getting more used to it. The problem is when you play two games, often Ghost of Tsushima's buttons are wildly different, and I keep hitting those buttons. So we'll see. Either way, it's fun. We'll decide what we're going to do. I think Sunday I'm going to go back and play some more Ghost of Tsushima, though. I want to get through more of that story, and then next week we'll do another round of Godfall. It's not going to take us much longer to get through Ghost of Tsushima anyway. We're pretty near the, like, I wouldn't say the end, but near the final third or so. So yeah, so we'll kick off, play some more, and if you're watching this on YouTube, come by the Twitch channel. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Love to see you around. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.